This is the Athlete of the Week, and it's presented by Diamond Point and Sauk Center. And with us today is an athlete from Melrose. This is Nathan Budde, who plays 3 sports. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You're a senior now.
I am, yes.
Wow, it's gone fast, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's talk about the activities that you're involved in, but let's first of all talk about your family. Who's in your family?
My mom and dad are Tom and Kathy Budde, and I have a sister, Brittany Budde.
You know, your parents have been very much involved in your athletic career. Can you describe that to us and what that means to you?
It means the world to me. Having their support, having them behind me, it really means a lot, and that's what keeps me going every day. So
what other activities keep you busy at school?
I'm part of National Honor Society and Student Council. I'm the treasurer for Student Council.
Okay, what does that involve? What kind of responsibilities?
Handling money and making sure we don't run out of money, and just daily stuff like that. So.
What kind of subjects do you like in school?
I enjoy anatomy, science classes, so those are always a thrill.
Why is that?
Thinking of going pre-med, so getting to know the body and getting to know how it works and stuff will be very good going into college.
So as you run as a cross-country runner, how does that equate to help you out with knowing your body?
It helps out a lot because Mr. Braver, our coach, he is a science teacher, so he knows all about the body, and then me learning about the body it sets me up.
So what do you plan on doing after high school then?
Planning to go to UMD, University of Minnesota Duluth, and then biochem and pre-med.
How did you decide on UMD?
Took a tour up there, and my family and I, we've gone up there a couple times on vacation, and I just fell in love with the area. They have so much stuff to do up there, and it's a really nice area.
As you just got done with a workout here for the cross-country team during practice, what kind of things do you go through? Can you describe a typical practice for us?
Usually 3 days a week we do our high mileage, so that would do like about 9 to 12 miles each day for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Tuesdays, Thursdays are our hard days, so we usually do a warm-up lap, get our muscles going, and then we stretch so we're not sore. And then usually we do between 400-meter sprints, 1,200-meter sprints, 100-meter sprints like we just did today. And then we also do Molly's Hill, and then we do a cool-down lap, make sure, get all the lactic acid out.
You know, one thing I see that you do as a senior on this team, and you have from 7th grade to the seniors on this team, you're always the first one to turn around and give high fives to everyone coming in. Why do you do that?
It's a huge part of cross-country. You know, you got to stay mentally tough because it'll knock you down if you don't. And staying mentally tough is key. Giving that extra motivation makes each runner want to go faster and faster, and to see them excel and to see me excel is pretty good. So,
when did you get going into cross country, and how did that all start?
Sophomore year, the cross country came back, and so I've always been told I was a good runner. So I thought, hey, why not give it a try? And turns out it's been pretty good. So
I want to get more into cross country, but then also touch on your other sports. What do you do for the basketball team, first of all?
Basketball, I'm a point guard, so I kind of try to lead the team as well.
And baseball?
Center field. So.
All right. You know, basketball here in Melrose, certainly 2 years ago, you were a sophomore. Take us through that season and what you remember about it.
Oh, it was quite the ride. Just seeing how the guys played so well out there and had so much heart, so much dedication to the game, and it really inspired me through my junior year, and then to my senior year here, it'll inspire me even more to try to recreate what they did.
As you saw some of those guys, who are some of the guys that you kind of looked up to at that point, and what did you take away and learn from those guys?
Cesar Cervantes, he was a really good person I looked up to. You know, he was fast, quick, and just to see how he led on the floor, it really made me want to be like him because he's such a good athlete and he's such a good person. So.
Let's get back into cross country again. As you prepare yourself for a race, you're going to say Morris the other day. It's very hot. What goes through your head? What kind of strategy are you looking forward to during this race?
Just staying mentally tough, and then trying to keep ahead, trying to stay hydrated. Hydration is key when it's hot out, and just keeping a solid mind, solid attitude, and just hopefully finish the race.
Do you go against a lot of the same guys through these races that you go to?
Yeah, most of the races I see a lot of the same competitors, so I know how they're going to race, and I'm going to try to beat them every race.
Well, and that's the thing, too. Now, some guys go out very fast. Do you follow them, or how do you stay mentally prepared then to stay in your strategy?
I don't. Usually, people start out way too fast, and I try to keep my pace, try to keep what I want to do throughout the race, and then usually in the end, the guys that started out way too fast are really dead, so they just fall behind, and then I'm still coming up. So
you run 5,000 meters, right?
yes.
Can you help me understand how many miles is that?
5,000 meters is a 5K, 5 kilometers, and it's a 3.125 miles.
All right. So what kind of time are you trying to achieve?
This year I'm trying to achieve maybe by the end of the season, hopefully a 17:30.
All right. And what kind of a goal then do you have to make it? Can you make it to the state with that?
Yeah, Coach Braver and I just talked about it today, and with the 17:30 or maybe even lower, I should have a good shot of making to the state.
Now, with each course that you go to, how are they different, and what do you kind of specialize in? Do you do well on hills, flat ground, or just what?
Usually, I would say I do pretty well on hills just because with our workouts we do hills, so we know how to attack it, we know how to get through it faster, and but I do prefer flatter courses because they're just a lot nicer.
The cross-country team this year has a lot of runners in it. How have you seen this kind of building here the last couple of years?
Oh, it's been like a flower, it just blossomed, and it's been amazing to see all these kids. They're coming out here. They've never even probably ran in their life, and they're just like, hey, I'll try something new. And it's really fun to see how they blossom through every day. And it's just really cool to see their results. And then they're so happy to see their results, and we're all happy to see their results. With my teammates and stuff, we just got to push each other. I mean, I hear people all the time just say, oh, I can't do it. But then you come up, and then you just say, you know what, you can do it. And then that just means the world to them, and they just keep going. And staying mentally tough is really easy when you have a team like this.
A little more about basketball now as we'll eventually get to that season. First of all, what kind of a team are you going to have this year?
We should have a pretty solid team. We got Birch back, Brady Birch, and then Dylan Hyder. Dylan Hyder's been there since sophomore year, and then Birch will be there. And then we have a lot of other good guys like Zach Van Beck and Regan. So we'll have a pretty good team.
And baseball too?
Baseball will be pretty good too, I hope.
All right. Well, you've had so many seniors here the last year. As a junior and underclassman, it's been kind of hard to crack into that varsity lineup, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been really tough. All of our coaches say, it's junior year is the hardest in sports because you're coming into a new environment, new system. So you got to go out and prove yourself every day, and hopefully you'll get the chance.
As I've seen you kind of progress as an athlete, too, you're starting to stretch out, get taller, put on more weight. How has that affected how you play, not only cross-country, but all the sports you play?
It's really helped out a lot. I'm glad I grew because I've always been the shortest in my class, and just to grow, get better, it's really helped me stay mentally tough.
Because then, too, as a leader, do you kind of sense that then underclassmen, younger athletes are kind of looking at you, too? Do you get a feeling for that?
Oh, yeah. I know that they look up to us tremendously, and it's huge. So in order for them to stay, you got to stay, and you got to stay positive, and so they repercuss that.
I will say this about you. As I watch you play, that loose ball is out there. You are diving for that ball. You just don't go after it, do you? I mean, you play hard.
Yep. I try to. If you don't play hard, then why play at all,
All right. Well, congratulations on to this point that doing what you're doing, and keep it going, okay? We'll watch.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. That's Nathan Budde, who is our Athlete of the Week and is presented by Diamond Point in Sauk Center.